All right, so right here I have some Idrosave. I have 3 gallons of water. This is where I always have my marks. So 3 gallons, and I'm doing it in the 256 dilution ratio. So this is more than an ounce and a half, just a little bit more. The reason why I'm doing this is as a test to see if we apply more rinseless, what happens to the sponges. So that's one. Put that back. Let this mix up. And I'm going to leave these sponges in here afterwards. But first, I'm going to do a couple panels on my car. Just pre-spray a bit. It's slightly dirty. Do just 2 panels because the bucket wasn't dirty to begin with. And or like you said, you sprayed some on. Let it sit there. It wasn't dirty to begin with. And I'm using tap water. This is all just tap water. And that's about it. So that's that. This is the same garden sprayer from before that I used in the Idrosave video. And there are no floaty chunks in here whatsoever. And this was used with tap water as well. So I'm going to clean up just a little bit of this, 2 panels, and that's it. Put it in a bucket and let it sit. So, and also I'm going to spray the glass. And I'm going to let this sit for 15 minutes and see how hard it is to wipe off. This is obviously dirt and water spots. So let me do that right now. All right, so first things first is I'm just going to spray this down with Idrosave. Spray the glass. And I'm going to wipe down the vehicle. But I am not going to wipe the glass right away. I'm just going to let it dry for 15-20 minutes. Come back and then see if it wipes off. So let me grab my sponge itself. So I'm just going to use one sponge. This is the dirtiest one that I have. It's the one that was stained with the ash and soot that I use on my video. And grabbing all this dirt and just wiping the panel. Put this back in my bucket. I'm going to bring my bucket over on camera so we can see. Like I said, I'm going to clean this. I'm going to let this be. And I did this in a stronger dilution because a lot of people sometimes are heavy-handed. Same thing, including myself. And I'm going to clean all of this up. Grab this next one. Come around. You know what? I'm probably just going to clean my car, because then this is just going to look super clean. And everything else. And that's that. Come back around. Now, in terms of it, that's going to smell dirty. My bucket, yes, because my car is obviously dirty. And you see this dirt and all that that's been encapsulated. And I'm going to let that glass dry. So I'm going to fast forward everything. You guys are going to see me dry the entire vehicle. But these 2 glass, since my vehicle is white, is going to be harder to see the water spots. And it is 5:26. I'm going to let that thing dry for at least 20 minutes. So I'm just going to do the rest of the vehicle. All right, so far it's been about like 7 minutes. Forgot the time, but my camera says 10 minutes, and I think I showed you the time 7 minutes ago. So I washed the car, and the glass, it is drying up, but we're gonna leave that there for another 10 minutes or so. Grab my drying towel and just dry the panel. Some areas are slightly dry, but they wipe off just fine. And you could tell on a white vehicle with the dirty water that was sitting there. But I do need to apply just a little bit more right there. And that's it. There's nothing to it. Wipe dry. It wipes dry nice and easy. Get in here. No spots. No spots. I'm gonna flip this over. Still drying here. I got to get one more drying towel. This one is saturated. The whole car is done. Here is the areas that are still drying. As you can see, areas are nice and dry. So what I'm gonna do to, again, buy more time and do whatever needs to do. Video's been up for 16 minutes, so it's been 14 minutes since I probably already sprayed that area and cleaned it. It's 5:40. I'm just gonna do the wheels and tires. Just do a waterless wash, just spray it down, wipe it off with a towel, and that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so it's 28 minutes into the video, so that means I probably showed you 25 minutes, close to 26, since I've pretty much did this area. So it's been sitting here for 26 minutes, and I'm still gonna let it dry even more. I'm just gonna let it dry for another like 10 minutes until it gets like almost fully dark and we can't see. But I rinseless wash the entire car, did the wheels, the tires, did the entire vehicle in about like 20 minutes. Obviously I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't have my things ready, but even then we did this pretty quick. I'm letting this dry as well, but I resprayed that before I decided to, so that's why it's taking a little bit longer to dry. But all in all, quick rinseless wash. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is show you the solution in here, that there is no actual floaty chunks. And I put tap water in here when I did the video with the rinseless. And let me show you. If you can see inside the bucket, and you can tell I haven't opened it. Look. No floaty orange chunks in here. Nothing. So I don't know. And it's still, in terms of smell, it's not smelling too good because this is literally like 3 weeks old in here. And it's tap water, so over time the minerals will make it stink a little bit. But it's not like that fresh tropical scent like it was before. So that's it. Now we're, since the start of the video, 31 minutes in. In terms of the bucket, let me show you the bucket. And I'm going to close this bucket and let it sit. So that's the rinseless wash bucket. See, it's dirty water. So we're going to let that, I'm going to put the top on and just store it away. I'm going to fast forward everything until the time, because the So as you can see, everything is dry on the glass. We're talking about, let's see the time again. It is 5:57, so I don't remember the exact same time. And all I'm going to do, spray that just a little bit and wipe with zero pressure. Look, I'm using zero pressure. Zero pressure. Flip the towel. Zero pressure. Just wipe across. Bang. It's a little damp, so let me grab the other small one, because it's leaving like little streaks. But as you can see, glass is completely clean. So in terms of the slight streaking I have is because towel saturated. Same thing with this small one, but who cares? Just gonna clean the edges. That's it. Come back to this one. You can see water spots are dried. Here is completely clean. Now I'm gonna do this one, which we haven't touched, we haven't re-wet since we did it. It is 6 o'clock now, and on the video we're talking about like 33 minutes in. So I don't know, bro. I'm gonna let that sit there for the rinseless wash bucket, sit there for another another 2 days. But in terms of that, we are good. And try this. No streaks. What you see in there is inside is my daughter. So that's her with her stuff, with her fingers. So I'm going to wipe this with the saturated towel and flip this over. Clean the extra edges, and that's it. Hopefully it doesn't leave any streaks because this towel is damp too, but it flashes off nice. Let me bring you in. No streaks. So I don't know what's happening to you. Washed the entire car. I left it on glass, and the sun beams this way before I even brought out the car, so the glass was already warm. So I have no idea what is going on. It is 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna call it a day. So that's about it. That's all I got for you, bro. And we'll see in 2 days what happens with the bucket.